wasn't sure. No, because you changed a bunch of stuff, so I wasn't sure.
You just have to tell me. Okay, I'm sorry. We had no audio, and Steve was like, I was going to tell you, but...
No, I wanted to see if that's what chat was saying because you had the window covered.
Okay. I'm sorry, chat. I like how Matt Bona did...
The subtitles.
Yeah, I did some subtitles for us. It's really great. Oh, wow. Thank you, chat, for trying to alert us to our attention. Also, hello.
Hello.
Also, there's a fruit fly by the ground. Sorry. Xena wants... What does Xena want? Does Xena want out or does Xena want food? Can you just feed them while I teach? Now that we have audio back. Because now they can hear Xena's barking.
Yeah. Well, because she was barking and it wasn't making any noise on the thing. I'm like, that's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, I guess because you unplugged the mic so it didn't switch.
Yeah, so the last few streams, I'll just tell you all. So the last few streams, we had probably better audio. I hope you noticed the audio was really good. We borrowed a very nice mic from a friend, and we had it set up, and we had it so that the mic was what was being used for picking up the audio. And then that friend messaged me this weekend and was like, hey, can I have my mic back? I need it for work. And I was like, oh, yeah. So we returned the mic, and I thought that it would handle the audio source, and it didn't. So sorry about that. The good news is we like the mic a lot, and so we ordered one for the channel, and it will be here Thursday. So, anyway. Okay, this is Heaven and Ale, designed by Michael Kiesling and Andreas Schmidt. This is one of 4 of the Michael Kiesling releases that came out at Spiel this year. This one is obviously a co-design with Andreas Schmidt. He did Reworld, which I believe is also a co-design. It's Wolfgang Kramer. And we streamed that. You can watch that on the channel. And then he also did Azul and Riverboat, which were just him. So it's crazy. He had 4 games come up this year.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're probably going to stream all of them eventually, but tonight's Heaven and Ale is what the Twitter universe voted on for us to stream, so that's what we're streaming now with audio. But in this game, we are each each own our own monasteries, and we are making beer with that monastery. The victory point condition is actually how much beer you can brew and kind of the quality of that beer. And so the way that we do that is, we have John here tonight, so we have John's player board. So this is John's player board. And so what will happen is there are 5 resources that go into making beer. There is wood, there is yeast, hops, water, and barley. And then at the very bottom is our little brewmaster who starts at the very bottom. And the track runs along the left side of the player boards and then up along the top. And so we have to get the goods. We have to get enough goods to fill out this track, all right? And the way that we get goods is we're going to get them from this central board, plant them in our gardens. We each have our own gardens on our player board, and then use activation spots to activate our gardens to gain resources for helping make beer. Because at the end of the game, it's very similar to ingenious scoring, where at the end of the game, our score will be based on the resource which we have the least amount of. So, because the ingredient that we have the least amount of is the one that limits how much beer we can make, right? Because if I'm making a cake and I have 2 eggs, I can only make as much cake as is needed with 2 eggs, right? That's my limiting factor. So our scores will be based on the ingredient that we have the least amount of, multiplied by where our brewmaster is on our track, because where our brewmaster is alludes to basically how skilled the brewmaster is, and so it will affect the quality of the beer. So in the beginning, your brewmaster will only multiply your score. So for example, if I had, actually let's do John's because it's more visible. Yeah. So if John had all of his ingredients up along the track at some rate, and his least amount of ingredient was up at like the 2 spot or something like that, or up here, sorry, the number 2. So if John managed to get all of his ingredients up throughout the game, there we go. And so his least ingredients are on the 2 track. His score would basically be 2 times whatever multiplier his brewmaster is currently on. Hi, can you hang on? I need to fix the camera. Don't like it when you take my mouse from me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So his score, if his brewmaster is at the very bottom, his score will just be ×2. If he gets his brewmaster along his track, if he gets it up to kind of the next multiplier is a ×3, which is up in that area of the board. Then there's another ×3 in the other section, then a ×4. There's 2 ×4 sections, a ×5, and then a ×6. You have to work really hard to get your brewmaster up to the ×6.
So this would be 4 points, but this would be 12 points?
Yep. Yeah. So, we're going to be working. Also, the difference with the brewmaster slots is a conversion rate. So the conversion rate is at the end of the game, depending on where your brewmaster is, will depend on what your conversion rate is for the for your goods. So again, in the example that we had with John, let's say he had one ingredient that he had gone crazy with and just had a lot of it. At the end of the game, when we go into scoring, depending on where his brewmaster is, he will be able to convert that ingredient that he has a lot of into the ingredient he has the lesser of at the rate which his brewmaster is sitting at. So if his brewmaster is in that slot, he will convert at a rate of 3:1. So 3 of his most populated good will give him 1 of his least populated good. And he can continue actually doing that with other goods until he gets his least amount ingredient up as far as he can. So with your brewmaster multiplier, you can, at the end game, conversion and wiggle as much as you want to try and get the best score. Or try to get the least, your less ingredient up. So, yeah. Sweet. Then, sorry, I'm checking up on chat. You guys are all just chatting really great with each other today, which is making me think I screwed something up again.
That's why I was checking chat.
No, I know that's why you were doing it, but it looks like. Oh, thank you, Madonna. I think Eden was just saying she can't hear because her grandkids are having too much fun. Darn kids. So that's the scoring, and the reason I thought that it's important to talk about that before we play the game or talk about learning the rest of the game because it's such an unusual scoring mechanism, and it's something that you kind of have to keep in mind while you're learning the game as well, just because it's not just tally up the points for everything you have. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So, anyway, let's talk about how we're going to play. In this game, we each have a monk who is going around this track on the center table, and turn order is decided randomly at the beginning, and then we will... Actually, it might be a bid in the beginning. If I remember correctly. Is it a bit? Ooh. Da-da-da. Right. Oh, they did. Yeah. How did that happen?
I don't know why.
Wow. Starting player is determined and plays. Oh no, it's just house rule. We're good.
Whoever has the movie poster.
So I have a meeple poster. Yeah. So I go first then? Because I have this meeple poster? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Okay, fine.
But you didn't you just had that? You're not
no,
using
whoever
it
has
as
this one.
No, that's not...
The,
no.
It's a house rule.
Okay. Anyway, we'll just do clockwise from me, I guess. But the way that this is going to work is on my turn. Very similar... Oh, that's John's board. Very similar to other games. Lignum. Very similar to Lignum. On your turn, you can move anywhere you want on this track, as long as you're moving clockwise. You can never move backwards. And when you stop on a spot, you must activate that location. You must do that location. So if a location is missing a tile, that means you may not go there, because you can't activate it. It's as simple as that. The different locations do different things, and I will discuss each of those. But the important thing is you can go as far forward as you want, but you can never go backwards, right? And it's just going to be turn-based. So we're just going to keep taking turns until everybody gets back here to the center. when you get back to this area, you may select where you want to go. So if I'm the first person back, I can select which bonus I want. So I can go first, I can advance one of my resource markers by 2, I can get 2 money, or I can advance my brewmaster by 1, right? So that's the options if I come first. Then the next person that comes in will have a choice of what they want to do, and then the last person to come in does not have a choice. Okay? They're stuck. So, on that delightful note, let's talk about the action spots. So, all of the action spots that feature these good tiles, it's really straightforward. You land on that spot, and you have to pay. You're going to pay to pick up that resource. But the cost of picking up that resource depends on where you put it. So, if I put that resource, we're going to have to use John to give John's play area. If John puts that resource in the dark green half of his board, that means that he is using that resource to help get money. And so the cost, of that resource is going to be 2 times the number on the tile. So there's a 5 on that tile, so to put that tile there is going to cost him $10. If, however, he were to put it in the lighter half of his fields, that means that he's going to be using that resource tile to gain those resources. So he's just going to pay the cost that's written on it. So he would just pay $5. Put that there.
It's the other way.
Oh, it's the other way? I flipped it.
It's the other way.
Jeez Louise. Thank you. I'm sorry. I believe you. I'm just double checking. Yes. It's correct. It's flipped. The darker side, you pay what's denoted. The lighter side, you pay double. So, there you go. Same goes for all the resource spots in the game. Very straightforward. Then we have the monk spots. So monk spots, you pay the number written on the board, and then again, you have to do the multiplier for if it is in your light or dark side. So if it's in the dark side, it's just going to cost 4 for this instance because it's the 4 spot. If it's in the sunny side, it's going to cost 8 because it's 4 times 2.
So it's easier for Lex to go to the dark side.
I mean, I think it's just as easy as you mean the light versus the dark.
Yeah,
It's always easier to go to the dark side.
Yeah, or cheaper. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about resources and monks now. So when you have the resources, because it relates very strongly to the next spot on the board. So John, if you wouldn't mind popping that, and that, there you go. Good enough. So now let's talk about what happens when stuff activates on our player boards, and how do we do that? Well, the way that you activate these tiles that you put on your player board is go to one of the purple spots on the board. And there are 3 different types of spots, but this first one right here is the A spot. So if John were to go to the A spot, he would collect this purple wooden disc, and he would use it on the right side of his board to say which spot he was activating. And this one is the X spot. So he's going to pick a number, and all tiles with that number on them will activate. So
I would pick 4.
So John would get, for tiles in the dark side, he would get $4 for every tile with a 4 on it. And then for tiles in the bright side, he would gain 4 resources of the depicted resource type in that side. Not bad. So that's how that one works. The other type of activation spot would be a monk activation spot. So this is a B spot. So when John would activate the B spot, he takes the purple tile, he puts it on the picture of the monk that he wants to activate on the right side of his board. Then that monk activates. When the monk activates, he activates all of the tiles around him, like adjacent. So in this case, John will gain 4 wood, because the wood is on the light side, and it's a 4. Then he would gain $9, because that is the total of the 2 tiles that are on the dark side adjacent to the monk. Okay, so you get $9 from that. Sweet! So what happens in the case of a monk being adjacent to a monk? Oh my goodness! So in this case, if John were to activate the same monk that he activated previously, but there was also a monk adjacent, that monk would activate. But that monk would activate a little differently. Instead of that monk activating tiles adjacent to it, instead, John would just increase his brewmaster by 1 on the track. So that's one of the ways to get your Brewmaster to advance, is to have monks activate other monks. Okay? Sweet. So that's that activation spot type. The other activation spot type is a C spot. And so for C spots, you take the tile and then you pick one of the 5 basic resource types along the right side of the board, put the tile on it, and all tiles on your fields that match that type activate. So in this case, John only has 1 yeast tile, but he would get $5 because it's in the dark side, and it's okay. If he had had more yeast tiles, they all would have activated. So planning when to activate stuff is important because you can only activate each type of activation spot on your right side of your board once, period. So John wants to we all want to plan and make sure, like, if we're going heavy on a specific resource, maybe we want to activate it early to reap those benefits, or maybe we want to hold out and see if we can get even more of that resource type, so it's, like, ridiculous when we do activate it. Okay? So that is the activation types. There are 3 other spots on this central board that allow you to get activation tokens, but when you land on those spots, you may pick any of the other types of activation spots on your player board. So you're allowed to do the number 1, a resource 1, or a monk 1. It's totally up to you. When you complete a set, so if you want to do like the wood, boom! So when John has completed a pair of adjacent activations, there's like a little border, it might be kind of hard to see, but when he activates a pair that are together via the arch on the board, he may place one of his bonus cards down. And so we all have a hand of these bonus cards, and you can place whichever one you like, but they give various bonuses. So there's one that will give you for one of, I forget what that one is.
It's for, you pick one type, and then you're going to move your marker up 1 for each of that type.
Yeah, for the quantity of tiles you have of that type. That's right. Yep, that's that one. And then another one is, for however many scoring discs you have, you can move your lowest resource marker up that number of spots. So that one can be helpful later game. That one is barrel privilege, which I haven't talked about yet, but at the end of the game, you'll get 1 bonus point for each barrel you have, and I'll talk about barrels in a minute. So that's that one. That one just gives you $12 cold hard cash. It's pretty nice. And then this one just moves your Brewmaster up 5 spots on the Brewmaster check. Boom. Also, I just want to note, at any time on your turn, you can discard one of your bonus cards to gain $3. It's sort of like a loan, but you never have to pay it back. You just don't get the bonuses from that card if you were to have played it down as a scoring pair. Okay?
So it's like when a friend loans you money, but you just never pay them back.
Yeah. Are you trying to imply that maybe I should pay you back for... No? Okay.
I'm just saying you don't get the bonus.
Ooh.
More on that later. Okay. Wow, is it raining? I got somebody shaked and I got a splash. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so that is the activation spots. The only other type of spot on the board would be the barrel spots, and there are 2 of them. There's one here and one here, okay? And when you land on that spot, what you do is you may take any and all barrel bonuses that you qualify for in the center of the game. And so all of these barrel bonuses, I'm not going to explain all of them on camera, but there are 12 of them, and there's a large barrel, which is worth 4 points, and when you gain it, you take it, and then there's a small barrel underneath, which is worth 2 points for whoever gets that bonus next. But these sort of bonuses are like, you have filled up the sunny side of your board, you filled up the dark side of your board, you have activated all the monks, stuff like that, okay? So that's the sort of activations they're going to be having kind of in later rounds. Speaking of which, in a 3-player game, we're going to be playing 4 rounds. In a 2-player game, you play 3 rounds. And in a 4-player round, you play 6 rounds. Okay? Boom! That's it. That's the rules. Did I miss anything? Sweet, let's play.
Sheds.
Sheds! Oh, I totally missed the thing. Damn it!
Yep.
Alright, so sheds. So, let's go back to John's handy-dandy player mat. Let's say that John completely surrounded one of the sheds on his board because he placed all the tiles around it. Yay! What he'll do is he'll add up all of the numbers around that shed, and he will gain a shed based on that number quantity. The type of shed he gets is denoted by, there's like a little ribbon on the player board that tells you. So if we add up the total, in that case, it would be 13. He gets a 2 shed, which means he finds that shed type, puts it in the center, and then he gets a bonus. So, he also gets to advance his Brewmaster by 1, and then he may activate 2 tiles, which are across from each other, next from that shed. So with the 2 tiles that you activate must be across from each other. Yeah.
Just
so that's
for that one though, right?
Well, that's the 2 one. Yeah. The 4 one you can activate any.
4.
And then the 3 they have to be in a thing.
The 3 one they have to be not adjacent to each other.
Yep.
The 1 you can activate any of them.
Right.
So yeah. There's that.
So I could activate this 3 hops and this 3 roots.
Yep, exactly. And then that's how you get shed bonuses. If you activate a monk in this way using a shed bonus, the activation of that monk will just move your Brewmaster up by 1. Boom.
Cool.
And now I've taught everything.
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, we should put the monks out.
Put the monks out?
Put the monks out.
Oh, yeah. So basically, you just put out every round. We're gonna refill the tiles, and we're just gonna put out how many monks?
Then we trash the monks at the end of the round if we're not using them, right?
No, let's stay there. Because then
Oh,
you
right.
can pick
So 2 maybe?
4. 4 per tile.
So like that?
Yep.
Because then there's not going to be enough.
Well, no, but we already put the first one
you're
out.
right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the round marker tracker thing.
And 4 twos?
Yeah, because we're playing a 3-player game, so we're only going to have 1 round with the level 2 monks. So, yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Steve's playing with dogs. Hey, what's got me? Oh, James likes to say, John, that's not ale.
What's not
None of us are drinking ale.
Oh, yes.
I was going to buy an ale.
Also, none of us
Fail.
are going to.
Speak for yourself.
Like currently, you're currently on your way. You're going.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put out the door.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's play, yo. So I'm gonna go first because I said so. We need starting money. That's sort of helpful.
Isn't it 5?
I believe it depends on starting player.
Last player gets $40.
Did you do 40? Shot. John.
I guess money's not tight in this game.
Just
If
for the
you're
last
John,
one.
yeah.
First player's $13.
Oh no, you don't get extra money. You get the bonus on the tile. So
Oh.
Steve gets to pick which bonus he wants, and then John gets to pick the next bonus. Because turn order, whoever goes first is the first,
First.
and then it goes
That's
clockwise
your
from the
bonus.
first player.
So how much money then?
I'm still looking that up. Apparently.
So like 16 maybe?
Where do you find that? Oh, right here, 25.
Okay.
That doesn't.
That image is misleading.
That minute is very misleading. Yes. We get 25 bucks. Do you want a ton? The cards in this. There's card money and coin money. The card is super thick.
Yeah.
It's like millimeter thick card stuff.
So, someone working on it was like, all right, if it's going to be card money,
Yeah.
It's gonna be
they're going to be
Card.
credit cards.
yeah,
basically.
like. Can we design a game that has a credit card swiper?
Like the new life games have credit card swipers.
There was a Monopoly version that came out for a while that had the
Yeah.
credit card swiper. Yeah, that would be fun. That's the current player thing. Is you pass the square. Spoilers! It's real money we're playing with, folks now. Okay. Anyway. All right. I'm going first.
The Holland hop yes.
Oh, those are super good.
Sure.
They're coffee cakes.
Ooh.
Don't bite into
They're
it
super yummy.
super hard.
Okay.
They're more of a.
They're to suck.
Yeah.
Oh, we need the orange
Mm.
things, the purple things back. You're not going to start at that big of a disadvantage.
Yeah, right. Ooh, what's this?
They're
Very
good.
crazy.
Yeah. Our friends Karina and Ren gave us a bunch of candy, like right as we were like leaving the hotel. From Belgium candy?
No.
Netherlands.
No.
Dutch candy.
That'd be great for food.
Yeah. Dutch candy.
Oh my God. I was on a call this morning and one of the people on the call who was talking a lot either had something like this or was chewing gum, and so every other word was just like this smacking noise, and it drove me nuts. So I guess I'm just gonna pay that forward.
Right.
You need to pick your bonus. What do you want to send me? 2 extra bucks, 2 resource bumps. It's 1 resource up twice, or move your 3 bucks.
Room out, sure, of course.
Yes, I'll take the resource bump.
Both John and I are confident about never needing money.
You get your
Oh, I get my bump.
Bump, bump.
bump,
Baby.
Okay, I'm going to place this here. I'm gonna pay $5 and I'm gonna put it on the dark side. Boom. Steve's turn.
Just like that.
He turns it fast.
Legal timing says it's a good one.
I saw that, yeah. But he didn't realize that you were wearing to him. Yeah.
Let's hop forward. Let's turn.
Hi, Kairos. The activation dot, those don't go. Oh, maybe they do. I think everything doubles up. Yeah.
These, they
do.
Yeah, everything doubles up.
So multiple people can land there if there's another abyss.
Except for it was in a 2-player game is the exception. Where they don't double up in a 2-player game except in one of the spots on the very last row.
I see.
Speaking of spots, I'm gonna say this dapper gentleman. Sorry, I'm just falling all over myself for him.
Drunk already.
I'm gonna put there. I think within a few years it won't be called cheating anymore. Webster will define it as Steven. Yep. That's a good one. Steven.
That's funny.
Steven. You are a Steven, it's true. Yeah.
Number 1.
To remember that you're Steven next year when I book your tickets. I got a little micro slap on the wrist this year from the check-in counter, checking in for an international flight because I didn't book his ticket as Steven. I booked it as Steve, and his passport said Steven. Customs in Germany did not do
any hoots.
Yeah.
However, because we got that slap on the wrist, they realized that our flight was so late, we wouldn't to San Francisco. We wouldn't get on our flight to Germany. So that person then booked us on a flight that would actually get us to Germany.
So maybe next time, I think the lesson there is I shouldn't book your name as Steven.
Or I think the lesson is get help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never use the check-in kiosk for international flights.
When things are dicey.
Do I want to?
When things are dicey, don't take a chance on rolling them.
Yeah. All right.
That's a
Have
bumper sticker.
Steve design your slogans, folks. I'm gonna do that one. And put that there. $2.
I might spend $1. Take a month, leave a month.
Leave no month behind.
Like Lignum, I feel like this plays very differently with 2 than 3, just in how you hop around the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, I want
But
all
the space is
of...
definitely
I realize that's the lesser one. I should have put that. In the blanket. Okay. Put my house in there for $6. Yeah.
$6.
Yeah.
Oh, to
right,
pay.
right.
I have to
I thought
pay
you
for
meant to
things.
get. I thought you meant to get $6. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I think I'll get wood.
You know. There we go.
$50.
There. Now you can see Steve and I's areas in addition to John's area.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. How much did you want?
8. You could actually show that up again.
I can't. That's as far as it goes.
This one?
No, Steve's player board. I mean, to get more of our boards on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
I thought you
that's
meant
what I was
shove
saying.
the camera.
No.
And I was like, no, I can't move the camera anymore. Me? My turn?
Yep.
Me? Or mine? It's my turn. Okay. I have $2. So I'm going to go here to activate this friendly monk. He's my buddy. To get $8. Mm-hmm. Boom.
Me, I'm going to take this friendly bald monk
Yeah, the hex surrounding mechanism is really interesting.
for 2.
I like it. I like things.
Take water.
On Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook?
Wait, did you move him?
See?
He's from
I'll take him
What do we want about the Xenos playing with the shock curtain?
I say she's not. She's playing with Yoda. As you can
Oh. As we can see from her bringing the evidence out.
see. Uh-huh. As she carefully stuffs my socks back in the...
In this dodo. Yeah. I'm gonna take that hopper. That, and we'll do.
We really have such unhappy dogs.
They're so miserable all the time. Oh, I planted the potatoes too. It's your turn, also.
You Mark Whiteley.
Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna try wintering them. I need to put a mulch layer down on that bed before it freezes again. Before it frost lines. But the tubers are going, so. As long as the tubers are developing.
This
It should be
jolly
good.
monk for $12, please.
It should winter. Winter. Easy. The cards are like their own little potters. They're
That's
helpful.
the money served on money.
It's not even one of us.
She's a good dog, Paris. Just like how you're a good dog. I'm gonna take this really creepy looking. He's not creepy, he's just. Steve says he's making Burano face.
He's totally
Burano
making
face.
Burano face.
It's a little Burano.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll have to ask chat if it's Burano face, but I'm convinced.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of monks, I'm going to activate the wholesome bald monk for $13.
I think I'm gonna. Mm, Chilling She wasn't anything. She's the old behind one. I think she wants a paintball.
No.
She didn't get one earlier that year.
She
She totally wants paintball. She's like, I hurt. Please. Please, I hurt. Give me two. Yeah. My old arthritic dog. Feel broke? Ugh. Yeah. Hello there. To go there. Yes, sir, my dear.
Gotta pass.
Yeah. You gotta jump out unless you want to try and get a barrel.
Monkeys?
Mm.
I'm gonna go for the brewmaster again. I can do that, right? No, I have to take first player, don't I?
No, you can take
The
whatever you
last
want.
person. Is that right?
The last person has to take first if they didn't take. You take whatever you want.
Oh.
Um.
I am broke, so I will take 2 bucks. Okay,
You're not that broke.
so now
You have 2 coins to rub together.
no, I have 1 coin.
Which is not enough to rub together.
Yes, now
That
I
is-
have
that
2.
is broke.
No, I have 2. So now you take the research tiles marked 1 because we're still playing a first phase, whatever. And then you're gonna put 1 resource in every spot, regardless as if it was empty or not. And then you're gonna refill the 4 monks that are available. And then you're gonna refill 1 in every purple, regardless of if it was taken or not. And then we start again.
So you'd be refilling every purple is more than 2 players in this deal.
I will double check because you are doubting everything.
Doubting Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Yep. Excuse me.
What refill?
We don't. Everyone will have exactly 1, except for in the last round of the game.
Oh. See. I'm gonna take that water, I believe.
John, what are you doing?
For $6, please.
And then who goes next?
Me. It's Popeyes. Whoever goes first, and then it's Popeyes for me. Like so many games we play.
Does it ever go counterclockwise?
Only if I am in a certain mood.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
Only for photosynthesis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. True. You don't get to go out again. No, that hurts. I'm too broke to take that, but I need it. I need it. Okay, I will activate that thing that I will activate is I'm gonna go to
Whoa.
that one to activate the X spot, and I'm gonna pick the number 3, so I get $6. And I go, my hops goes up by 3. 1, 2, 3.
I am going to go to this 2 green spot. And I'm going to pay a grand total of $4. Putting money back into circulation.
3. It's me a shed. And this is 14, so I get another 2 shed.
Mhm.
Move it on my tour, and I'll
It's quite thinky all the time. I
Yeah.
think.
get 2
Everything you're doing
water.
Yeah. It's
Well,
a
I'm
very
just
tight
messing up.
economy game of like resource management and money, and yeah.
The one thing that's nice about it is it's not thinky because money is very tight. 'Cause
I mean, but money is tight.
No, it is. It's,
If you screw up.
but you can always get it. You're just doing it at the expense of resources, which is more interesting than just money is always tight. And
Sure.
it's like Lignum money is very, very
So I
tight.
finish a
This is-
spot, so I get a shed, and it totals 18, so I get 3 shed. They're actually double-sided, but not hopefully.
Oh.
So 3 shed, I get to activate ones that are not adjacent. So I'm gonna activate those. I'm gonna get $3, and then I'm gonna do 3 hops. 1, 2, 3, and 2 use.
Two hops unused and then 3 hops.
The hops in the leaves are
No, you can't. These ones.
but then you have to do your leaf.
I did. I
Oh,
got
you did
3
your
money.
leaf. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you did your
Mm.
hops.
I did my hops 3 because hops 3,
Got
money
it.
3, use 3.
Makes sense. I'm gonna pay $8.
Ooh.
I debated doing that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too rich. Too rich, guys. Oh, do we want to get out? Actually.
Someone came back.
Yeah. Hi.
Let's try 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I like is your choices early on matter not too much because
I mean, I think they matter a lot.
no, but
Yeah.
your placement choices, you have a little flexibility because you're not totally closed in. Like at the end of the game, you start realizing there's certain spots that'll like never activate. And you're just trying to fill out your board. Like it
Okay.
gets pretty constrained later on. Early on, you're like, I can put whatever I want wherever I want. This is great.
Good to
Okay.
know.
Okay.
It definitely tightens up as your board fills in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like getting that 0 to 7, which gets you 6 brute crafter spots, is actually pretty tricky.
Yeah, see all.
I'm working on it.
1, 2.
I'm
Four
working on
months.
It's my turn, right?
4 months, right?
It's my turn.
I didn't
It's your
realize
turn.
it's your turn. I didn't realize that until partway through.
No
the first
one talk about that fact right now, please.
game.
Oh, look at you. Nice.
Yeah, I learned that last game.
That's a clever trick.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well,
not
and
gonna
also when it activates, if you can chain it right, you get 3 master spots as well
Right.
for when activating the monks. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right. Stupid.
I'm doing stuff.
In your brain.
Oh yeah. Oh
Mm.
yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, of all the Kiesling games that we have gotten, we've played we've played 3 of the 4 releases from this spiel, and they're all thinky in different ways. And so it makes me excited and also nervous for Riverboat. It's really interesting where we've played the 3, and like I still feel that there's a lot to explore in each of those 3. And so I'm hesitant to play the 4th one, Riverboat, because I'm still interested in exploring what the other 3 have to offer. So it's like really tough. It's just really tough being me, is what I'm going for. Is what I'm
It's
saying.
incredibly difficult.
It's so hard. Yeah.
I activated my yeast and got some money and 3 steps, or 4 steps.
Yeah. Ooh, yeast factory over there. Not
That's
a
not
phrase
very
you
nice.
want. Yeah. now that I think about it, not really a phrase you want.
Make a good T-shirt though. Would it? No.
I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna take. We're like inching our ways around the board. I'm gonna take that
Leave no resource
to
on
do
purpose.
that
Yeah.
for $2, and then it's Steve's turn again.
And Steve is going to see one of the C's. And C's a day, and I'm gonna get $4.06.
I feel like, so Matt Bonus said, it looks very thinky looking, but the mechanics look simple enough that after a few plays, would it maybe be less so because you would know what stuff does. And it's not that, I mean, what the stuff does is very straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
It's very straightforward, and it's very intuitive to pick up just like in halfway through your first game.
Yeah.
It's all about the placement. It's all about the placement and when you're going to activate stuff. And then like balancing the economy of buying the tiles in regards to the placement. Because like I really, really need wheat because I do not have a wheat on my sunny side right now. But the wheat tiles that are out to put them on my sunny tile is like super expensive that are currently out. So I have to try and figure out how to get money to make it worthwhile. Or do I like just buy the cheaper ones and have to like activate them a lot to try and get it to work? But like, will I be able to activate them a lot? And that's kind of what I'm like thinking about right now, out loud. So yeah.
Okay, it's not everything is pretty straightforward. It's pretty much get stuff or activate stuff,
Yeah.
but it's exactly that to when to do what you want and in what order. Like on my first game, I was definitely like stalling out and otherwise partway around the board, and then now I'm trying to figure out how to thread that needle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rough one, Mr. Grinch. We're getting into that season. It's a totally. I'm totally allowed to reference
Is
that.
that 15 tiles on the right?
It's
It's
light
full.
side fully covered and the
Oh, wow.
dark side fully covered.
Yeah, dark side fully covered. All the monks activated, all the
Yeah.
green activated. 3 of your cards in
3
play.
of the same sheds, 4 different sheds.
You're flat on the
1 resource up to 20.
Well, what got you cards getting activated again?
You have to have a pair of tiles
Right.
at 1. So if I activate Smiley Dude or Do Wood, I can put 1 down. Not that I've thought about that recently. I'm taking that. It's a tour. I'm putting it here. Boom! Hey, Vince! I'm gonna speed my board up because it's literally all the thinks in all of the think is in the board placement, and I
Yeah.
feel like with future plays, it's gonna be less about I mean, like with most games where there's a lot going on in the play area, you'll have more brain power to think about other people's boards and what they might want. So you focus less on like this and
Okay,
more on this.
I've completed this. This is $18. So I get a 4 shed. No, a 3
Oh, those other ones.
shed. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
double-sided.
consistently.
Yeah.
Okay, so they said there, I get a free brewcraft movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, fix that.
Yep.
And then I'll get four.
I'm gonna activate my water.
Yeah.
Maybe $5.
And 7 ones. Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Start the rock. I have no more money.
You have 1 coin. And plus, you can get rid of those cards forever to get $3 each.
That's true. But instead, I'm going to jump really far ahead, even though it pains me, to take this to put on Smiley Monk Dude. To activate these 2 monks to get 2 Brewmaster spots. But by doing that, I also get to place a card. So I can place a card that gives me $12 because I need that. So yeah. It's your turn.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Did you know,
Let's pay $4.
chat, that John and Tony, who is another semi-regular here, and Steve and I, we're going to play Charterstone together.
Yay! I'm excited.
We have. I don't know if you've spied it. I tweeted a picture last night. We have a copy of Charterstone sitting right there, and I've reassembled it, so it's back into its component pieces. And yeah, we're gonna play it. We're gonna do a group game of Charterstone. We're gonna stream our first game.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. So I don't know when we're still scheduling and working out when we're gonna be playing. I believe our first game would be next week if it wasn't Thanksgiving week.
Next week's Thanksgiving?
Next week is Thanksgiving week. Yep. Yeah.
Is your
So,
family coming
but next week is Thanksgiving week, and if it wasn't Thanksgiving week, we would stream it. We might still, I don't know, we gotta work it out. But our plan is we're gonna play every other week, and we're not gonna stream the games continuing forward. We're just gonna stream the first game, and we're gonna do Spoiler Dog for it. So yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a good first game where we do a bunch of stuff and reveal things and do stuff in that first game.
I mean,
Like,
it's
I'm
supposed to
looking
be.
forward
Yeah. Like every game, you're supposed to kind of do sort of the same amount of board modification.
Okay, that's good. Then that'll be a good first game.
Yeah. They're working. They couldn't figure out monk puns, so now the chat is working on
Get rid of this.
ale puns.
3.
So, if you have been curious about Charterstone, it is releasing at the holiday season, and I'm really hoping that we have our first game streamed by then to help make some holiday decisions a little easier for some folks to see if it's something that they would be interested in playing with their group. Because with some legacy games, it just doesn't work. Like, I'm not super into co-ops, and Steve is one of the few people in the world that I can stand playing a co-op with. It's really a miracle that I found him, because if I hadn't found him, I probably would never play co-ops ever. Like, ever.
I mean, you could be the person that plays co-ops by yourself.
No, I don't enjoy that. I don't play playing games by myself, unless it's to learn a game that you want to play with me. Because it's a co-op, and I can't stand you teaching me games sometimes. So, yeah. Cutscene to the first Martians stream, where I'm just like on Twitter because I've given up. Anyway, I am going to spend my buku bucks.
Can't believe you did that.
It wasn't Mark money. It was us. I give up on us.
That's better, I guess. We didn't let Matt Daniel
Marriage.
down.
Okay. We did not let that
Look at that photo. That looks like you could that shot.
down. Both those shreds.
Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, shit.
Don't you tell me how much it costs.
It's
$10. It's a
It's,
lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
So, that's the fun, interesting news coming out from the One Tower headquarters.
Do it. Sorry,
You good? Oh, $1. Not doing
do.
So yeah, I'm curious, would you in the chat watch a Charterstone stream of just the first game? Curious. With spoiler dog. So yeah, curious. If we do that, Spoiler Dog is going to have his own camera. So Spoiler Dog is going to be on player cam. So you can just quickly flip over, and it's like a visual check. You don't even have to like look at the table or the board. You don't have to look for him. Like if the camera's on, Spoiler Dog. Yeah. Dang it. I'm like, I have to do that, but I guess I can't. Alright, this looks like money. So now Steve must take the first player.
Oh, the monk.
For the monk. And then.
So we double up monks.
It's on one, right?
Yep.
Last round.
Last round of one. We're halfway
This
through the
is
game.
going at a pretty good clip.
Don't remind me.
The feeling is control. Do you feel like you're doing good?
We've only played it once before.
Like it
So-
almost like at the very end, right before it starts to get really bad.
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing okay.
Wasn't our scores last time like 12 and 16 or something?
They were not good.
No, they were not.
I think yours was a lot higher than mine. Mine was pretty low.
Okay.
All right.
I'm really bummed I didn't get an ale for today's stream. I was in the grocery store looking at an ale. Oh, it was brown ale. I love brown ales. Trying to be good. Yeah, I'm really excited about our Charterstone stream. I'm really excited that my mom is going to be here next week.
Aww.
So I'm going to talk her into streaming with us on Tuesday, potentially, next week. But she will stream with us. She will play games with us, but she's not allowed to be on camera. So she will just be sitting here.
Is that her rule or your rule?
That's her rule and her job's rule.
Oh.
Yeah, because she works at a school. So, yeah.
So she can be off camera.
She'll be off camera. And she can play and her voice can be in. But yeah. Also, I think her rule. For personal reasons as well.
See which ones don't I go on.
But yeah, I don't know if we're going to stream on Thanksgiving
That's the
because
one I got rid of.
there's no reason to compete with football and Thanksgiving stuff. And I think we're probably going to be like someplace. Yeah. My mom would probably really like to play Azul, so we might stream Azul on Tuesday. I think she would love Azul. She'd really like Indian Summer, but very streamlined. Steve, are you gonna pick up that dude you're saying? Oh no,
I
you.
already did.
Oh.
I did it right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go here to take that guy for $4, which gets me the shed for 0. So it's the bank one. And so I don't get any activation bonuses, but my brewmaster goes up 6.
That's amazing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But if I have 0, if one of your resources is still on this track, it counts as a 0, so it's 0 times however amazing your brewmaster is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So next Tuesday stream might be Azul. There's a few other games that I think she would really enjoy. So we might stream one of those.
Thing.
Yeah. Mom stream!
I'm jumping way ahead for this one. And I'm going to activate my hops.
Ooh, she would also really like Dragon Castle. She would like Dragon Castle. You gonna hop along? See what I do? I have a dollar. I just would like to point out the computer.
These tiles are really build up, right?
I mean, in theory.
Yeah.
In theory. Mm. Game's getting brutal.
It really is.
The ale puns are really good. Good job.
Brute ale. Yeah, brute ale.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Brutal.
Which
Yeah.
is different from brute ale.
Brutal. Yeah. You could. I would have accepted brutal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Brew ale. There's no T. Brew ale.
Not to be confused.
Oh no, brutal does have a T.
Yeah, not to be confused with when you mix that one type of fermented cider with
I bought you a
with
cider
beer,
today.
and then it's a brute ale.
I brought you a cider made by the monks, and I bought it because it's your favorite brand and it's a new flavor, but the name might make you sad.
What is it like?
Where do monks live?
Oh.
Oh.
It's Abbey cider. A moment for. Okay. See, now I'm activating the Murano guy. So I get 1, 2, 3 brewmasters. 1, 2, 3, and then I get 6 bucks, which is what I was really happy with. But I ain't gonna complain about extra stuff. I'm sorry. Oh no, you're not about the game. Okay.
Yeah. No. I mean, both. Yeah. Maybe both is fine.
John, how would you feel if we got a kitten?
I love kittens.
Would you and Clark come over and help with the kid? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
$2.
I don't think we will, but I keep talking myself
Throw away. Schooling things.
I
Who needs points?
Almost talked myself out of that dog.
I still am sort of into that. We just hit a really good system with EG and Xena. Like, really good. They both understand expectations. They both are walking really well. And then Steve was like, hey, my friend's fostering this dog. Doesn't look like Xena. And I was like, so, yeah.
Let's go to free shed.
Longer legs, though.
I mean, does she?
Slightly.
I don't know.
$8.
I think she'll be about the same size as Xena, which I think would be perfect. Could have a Gabby and a Xena. Xena and Gabby.
It's good.
There it is. Alright. I'm gonna go here and pay $4 to do that. Stick turn. Thanks, my boy.
Spend 2 and get 3 back.
It's been a weird week. It's been a weird week and a half.
I would love to buy that 5.
Also, I just want to say, we're glad we're not going to PGG. We were going and planning, and then the things happened with Abby, and we couldn't really justify it financially anymore. Plus, we were not there emotionally or mentally to go. And so we didn't. Like, we were supposed to fly out today. Like, we would be in Dallas, Texas now, playing games with people. But we didn't, and I'm actually really happy, because the house is a pigsty. And it was literally, we were going to get back from Texas, and my mom was going to land the next morning. So, yes, 'tis my turn. I'm going to the barrel spot, because I have my brewmaster on the wood. Which sounds weird.
Your Baru master.
Yes. Do I get those? I don't think so. No, I don't think I have any other spots. So, what is that one again?
All your scoring.
Everything
icons
is at least on the wood.
Yeah, no, definitely don't have that one. Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, the wood's for like barrels, right? For brewing money. I'm gonna activate the X.
Oh yeah,
X.
sexy new teal quiver.
X
Love
is
it.
gonna,
Oh, night, James.
X is gonna give it to
Love the
Okay.
quiver. I love it.
Money.
I ordered it. I wasn't really sure, and then I saw that it was going to be the same leather material. And then it arrived today, and I was just like, ah! Makes me very happy. I made Steve go outside with me this morning without a jacket on to take pictures of me and that quiver. It's my turn.
Yes.
I'm just hanging out, chatting with friends. Don't worry about it. Spend $3.
Nothing? Yeah. And $6. Which gets me the blank space.
Nice.
Thanks to Swift. I can find it. I can find what I put the name there. Okay. That goes there. I activate nothing, but I get 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4,
black
5,
quivers
6.
will be available in Canada, and they're already available in England. So, pretty exciting times for fans of quivers.
Done.
I'm gonna go here and activate this wood spot. So I get $3, and wood goes up one, and then I also get to do a hard. I'm gonna do this card, which activates. Actually, I think that gives me. I'll do that one. Because I have 5 things, so I can move this up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close to not failing.
Okay.
Yay!
There. 2. Gets me a blank.
Yes.
Well,
Very cool.
I'll go there to $120. Steve turn. Also, I just want to point out, because it's going to happen probably, I misplaced some of the barrels somewhere between here and Germany. So, we're missing some tabs.
West is fine. I get these sweet $2.
Final round, huh?
Yep.
This is moving quick.
It is.
Yeah, so on this round, if there was the situation, we would have double activations, but we don't, because we took it.
When you land on a tile space, you can buy all of them, right?
Nope, just one.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you must buy at least one. You're right. You can buy more.
Whoa, really? Whoa!
Game changer.
Game
Right.
changed.
Oh, we're gonna have a second sworn disc on the first ABC spot.
This one?
No.
Oh, okay.
That one.
So multiple good ones.
Okay.
It's me, huh?
Thanks, John. Do you know it?
This is last round.
Certainly is.
I'm spending $4. I don't have $4, but I spent this, so I get $4. I spent the right one. Yes. Oh, I did a shed, and it's for 17 points. Yeah, no, it's 19 points. Ooh. I was not expecting that. So I get 3, and the brewmaster goes up 1. Yeah, they're not consistently double-sided, which is super annoying. There's one on the very back. Okay. So I drop a 3 in, and then I will activate these. So I get $6, and then barley goes at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! I'm not concerned about barley anymore. Oh. I mean, for you. I am doing okay.
So you can buy multiple things.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
You have money.
Pardon. That one worked. I mean, it worked on his
I'm gonna get $12. Oh no! I have to do stuff to get this.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get $3.
Yeah, you get $3.
You can get $12 for getting volley cards.
John is
We're
so
just presenting you the options.
so very helpful. Well, that throws a wrench all up in my business. The business wrench.
Business
Thanks, business wrench.
wrench.
The lesser known theme song. Well, oof. Yeah. I don't know if I can still up that.
I'm like, curious to be sure it's
Wait, what? That's only the X spot. She's already activated.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I'm confusing it in my brain. Damn it.
Yeah, you have to go a little further.
I'm aware of what I need to do. Thank you.
Just being helpful.
When have you ever been helpful?
That's right.
Mm. One of the sunny side. Alright, guys.
That's hard to really make the right decision.
I know, it's kind of sort of this whole game. I'm curious now what our scores were. Looking at it.
I can see you having very, I can see one having very low scores.
Not John though.
Yeah,
Not John.
it's not something John does. All the way to here.
Wow.
Yep.
There you go.
Activate the wood.
Yep.
I'll get maybe $7.
Damn it.
5 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it gets me a card.
$2.
Yeah, it is. That was necessary. Check.
Ours is a jerk. It's not gonna work.
Something like this. Let's see what happens. Pretty good.
Okay.
Nothing like a little gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling makes the heart go fonder, as they say.
Dang it. Not good. I planned my whole turn on that tile being what I thought I was, but it's not. So I'll go here to do that milk dude to get 2 water, 2 yeast, and 5 hops. Or barley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I get to place a card. So I'm gonna place this card because I think maybe the only way I get points in this game. Here's that TV tip out there. Okay. So I'm gonna. Does it have to be my lowest or could it be other? Choose. Okay. So I'm gonna get something as far as I want. So I'll do hops 2 in the hopes that I can get my water up another way. Super turn. Did you use takers? She's under the table. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, you don't get both. No, that works. You don't get both. Go away.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm dealing with I have a shark over here. Surfing.
Isn't Surf Sharks a show and a toy line? Surf Sharks? John? Surf Sharks? Surf Sharks? Surf's Up for Surf Sharks? That wasn't actually the tagline. Pretty sure Surf Sharks were surely.
Okay, I'm gonna go here to take this one, and I'm gonna activate my grain, even though I really need water, because the grain will give me $7 and move my grain up 7. So, yeah.
Fine grain plan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have more grain to convert. If I need it.
I'm going to do
Which
something which is probably ill-advised and go here. Spend 8.
At the end of the game, you can spend $10 to advance a resource 1 spot.
Interesting exchange. Alright, I'm gonna gamble.
It's super.
No, thank you. Let me that's helpful.
Gambling.
Is a is a okay. Now it's my turn. It's my turn.
Downfall.
4.
Nice.
1, 2. And I activate this one,
Hey.
which makes my barrels worth an extra point.
Nice.
So it won't be it might be the only way I get points, but I don't think so.
I gambled wrong.
It was a gamble. We both gambled.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, I don't even have
Oh,
it.
you throw me impressive.
I have $10 actually. I didn't even mention it.
Oh,
So that's
so you could get before activation.
no, it's 17. Well, 17 I can't push it to 24. So basically anything will get it, but
So, oh no, my score was 41 and Steve's was 21.
Oh.
it's not perfect.
How'd you lose so far?
Me? I was afraid that I used this to do it, and I used this to do it, and this tile has activated before because of the monk. John, according to this, I've played 18 games with you.
That's
I feel like that's inaccurate. According to your chart, how many games have we played together?
This would be accurate because I think I have this before we started playing games together.
Yeah.
104.
We played 104 games together?
Yep. I've only played 170 with Ebony, so.
Well, yeah. Well, that makes sense. But Ebony's not a super big game.
95.
Who have you played the most games with? Aside from Ebony?
You can see.
You mean Steve Catholic? I was wondering, I was just checking maybe you didn't have another game group.
Oh,
Oh, who's Chris? No. Are you ready for this?
Alright, what do you got?
The multiplier is the same, but my conversion rate would be slightly different. So.
Oh
no, it's one spot.
Yep.
Dang it!
That's what we do, though.
Yep. So they're all together
Aww.
on the 2 spot.
Cute.
Yep. So far, I have 6 points on the board. Yay!
Where do you put that?
No.
I was one away from being able to complete that, but I now can't afford it.
Peachy
Okay.
is like pasta.
Sorry, I can't afford it. I
Hi.
can't complete this
I don't have anything for you.
because there are no.
So I have to
I
choose.
need to film 3. There's only 2 left. Yeah.
So this is a toy, and one of Zeta's favorite things to do is turn it inside out. So every once in a while, we just have to turn it
Reset
back,
it.
reset it
Yeah.
back into an adorable,
Instead of a horror show.
weird dodo thing. You want it? You don't care for it.
Oh. But
Going right one?
no, because I chose there before you took the 1. So yeah.
Game state has changed.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mission: give the 1 dog for Julie back. Was a success. Zena's learning what psst means. I just was like, and Zena was like, yes. You talking to me?
What's the good one?
Wow, you did a really good job. Oh no, I wasn't gonna go there. Can I take it back? Can I take it back? Can I take it back?
I
Can I take
can
it back?
take all my moves back.
No, I'm going there. John confused me. Because I can get this one. And that was it.
Is it?
But I wanted to go there.
Oh, no, you can get this one.
Oh yeah, because I've done all my moves. That's right. And I have all of my things
You don't,
up to the... Oh, no, I have them all in the wood. Oh, right, because not yet. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not yet.
No, that's
Not
right.
done yet.
Sorry, I was cheating entirely. Now I would take that turn, and now it would be Steve's turn.
So it's my turn to continue playing.
Yes.
Money is worth nothing anyway, right?
Xena the toy reversal
Is
princess.
that 5 you can do it?
Okay.
Oh, you're too low.
Yeah, there's no other way for me to get money.
Do you not have any cards left?
Yeah,
That's $6.
I need 8.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that costs $2. Costs $2.
5, 6,
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's 7.
That's it, but that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, no, that would get me money. Okay.
Was it complete that square that you get one
But I was reducing the. Do we have one last opportunity when we get here to complete our things, or do we have to do it there?
Do it things.
Yeah.
Or barrel things?
No,
Do it
you
there.
have to do it there. Which is why I was like, I went back.
So look at your quotes.
Oh, you have to send me that quote, Angela. I don't know that quote. You have to do it. Because
Yeah.
Xena is spelled
I'm gonna
like
do that. Yeah.
Xena with an X. But people still try and spell it with a Z, which confuses me like no end. Like, were they
Okay.
not children
Yeah,
of the
sorry.
90s? Anyway.
Well, 18, so we did.
I'm now in the mood to watch Xena Warrior Princess. Can we do that? Can we just pull down the projector screen?
And then I would get 5 on 5. 3 good. 3 good. 4 and 1. Yeah. But I wanted the.
Yeah.
I was holding out for the double mode activation, which something is snatched from it for the reading and cold water.
Yeah. Nice.
That for 6.
You have $9, which won't help me. I had $1 more.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Advancing your brewmaster now.
Yeah, well, and then
Two
2
bucks
money.
more. You can go from there.
Yeah, that's not. I'll just take it from anyway. I want my brewmaster to be better. I'm playing an RPG.
Alright, so I've got all my things up. I've got 3 cards. I've got. This one.
I think that was the other one.
I've got 3. No, it's 4 different ones.
Yeah, you should have stopped them. Instead of
I was worried John would just plow ahead and take the one, even though I knew he probably wanted to score. Because then
Oh, you're
I
fine.
wouldn't get any of those resources.
That's all I have, right?
I think so.
Just do that. Or do I have to take the one?
You have to take the one.
Yeah. think I'm a 0 out. Because I'm at 4 to 1.
Well, maybe. Okay, so now what we do is we convert. So, depending on where our brewmasters are, depends on what our conversion rate is. So mine and Steve's are at 4 to 1, and John's are at
3 to 1.
3 to 1. So we can convert whatever we want. I have all of my resources at the bottom, so if I can manage to get all of them up one spot, that would be great. But
That'd be 12.
which I can do actually, and then they would all literally be on the 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I can go there to do that. There to do... No, I can't. That would be 3 times. Yeah. But we're bad at math. But...
Oh, the 16, right, of course.
Yeah. And then that would be on the 2.
But could you move back the other ones that you've already moved up?
Yes,
but
but then they would be in 0.
And
so
when you
it wouldn't
convert
matter.
it, it has to be all of one resource at a time, right?
Yes.
Right,
So you do that
I
one
get
to a
something.
5.
Yeah.
1.
And then you would do this one to a 2.
Right.
You don't want us to do it for you, but we're having
Nope,
fun.
nope.
We love you.
That's fixed, yeah. Yeah, no, I know I can only push them in 3, so
Okay.
yeah.
And then you're done.
Couldn't you do like 1, 2?
No, that's why I
No.
asked. You have to do all of one resource.
No, you can mix it.
Can you?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
so.
no,
That's
you
the next
can.
one.
Yeah, you can mix them. So, Steve, can you get one more?
Nope.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
I
because
can't
it's
go
on a
down 4.
3. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right. Hey, look, you're right about the thing, then it's yours.
Okay, so 3.
How does it make you feel?
I like to move my own markers.
For 1. 1, 2, 3 for 1.
Okay. Cool. So then what we do is if we have any money, for $10 we can move the lowest resource up. John has $10.
Doesn't matter.
No, I mentioned it. Okay. And that's why I was like, I'm a buck short.
Move 1 up, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So then we do our brewmaster multiplied by the lowest number of resources. So I have a 2 times 3. So I get 6 points. My beer is worth 6 points. Yay!
Plus
12
from endgame.
Well, no, actually more. So plus I get 5 points per barrel because I played this card. So I have 21 points is my total. Bam.
I have 4 times 3, so 12. Plus, I got 22 points.
Nice.
Wow, that was close.
What did you have, 23?
21.
21.
I took it back.
So with that, the final scores are John 22, Tiffany 21, and Steve 0. Because 0 times 3.
Yeah.
But did you have fun?
I did have fun.
That's
I'm just very sad about those months last week because that would have been 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 resources.
Yep.
But I waited too long. Well, I still didn't get. Well, maybe I could have.
How did you get a 3?
Well, it's 2 players.
It was 2 players, so
it's a little less.
the number of resources are still out there.
We're
Oh.
only
And then
doing 3
the
rounds.
number
The
of-
number of activation spots.
Yeah, it's really interesting. For 3-player, you only play 1 extra round, but for 4-player, you play
All 6.
all 6 rounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I have a feeling the 3-player scores will be more in line with the 4-player scores.
Yeah.
But I feel like the 2-player is just because 3 rounds is, and then the resources are not as limited. Maybe.
Yeah. See that.
So
Did you have all your stuff activated?
no, I had about this.
Okay.
Yeah, I had loaned a couple. So my multiplier was really high. I had my brewmaster up to like a 4x,
Wow.
and then I had the base. Like, I think I got 16 points just from my brewmaster, maybe, or 20 maybe, and then I got the barrels because it was just we had like almost all the barrels gone.
Yeah.
in the 2-player game.
I think mine was at like the highest 3x.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but that's Heaven and Ale by Michael Kiesling and Andreas Schmidt.
That hit my brain a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty. I mean, like it was an hour 40 stream. If you reduce the like 15 minutes Tiffany talked with the audio and the teaching time, I think if you know the game and you have the baggies set up so that setup is pretty quick, this could be an hour game.
For sure.
Easily. With that nice brain bearing along the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I like it.
Are you
I like
gonna
it too.
trim the screen?
I will.
When it
I
goes
will.
up.
Yeah, I will trim the stream so the silent bit is not up. Speaking of streams, I actually spent a lot of my computer's processing time today rendering the Altiplano stream. So I will re-upload the Altiplano stream. I haven't made it public or put it on BGG because the weird internet connection issues that we had meant that on Twitch, I don't know if you've seen on the Twitch, but it divided the Altiplano stream into like 31 clips
So weird.
because our internet was really bad in that crazy wind. The cable was just like, yeah. So we obviously got that fixed, but yeah. So the Altiplano stream, I will re-upload it, and then I'm actually gonna make it live probably as soon as it re-uploads tonight. We did lose some of the segment. Most of it did end up on the internet, with the exception of the in there with the final thoughts, which is hilarious. So
Did you put together from Twitch or from YouTube?
YouTube, because Twitch was just useless. YouTube divided it into 3 or 4 videos, which were all useful. There's a few segments where the frames get really choppy, but YouTube held it together mentally. So yeah, that'll be up if you're interested in the Altiplano stream. Otherwise, let's talk about this game. I like it. It reminds me of a lot of things, like you care about evenly raising all the resources is very reminiscent of like Ingenious, which is the first Kinesia game that I played before the board games were a thing. The fact that the resources start staggered out is amazing and also very frustrating for me.
Yeah. It makes the wheat piles inherently more valuable, but like
Yeah.
the distribution seemed, at least on my first one, it was only 2 out, right? So,
Yeah. Well, because so the distribution of tiles and how they come out throughout the game is really interesting. Yeah, we still have 1 tile left. So
we didn't pick some, so I don't. Or I guess you just. Oh, it's all
yeah,
water.
you just don't have them. Yeah. So the replayability in this game I feel is very high, considering the fact that the order in which the tiles come out on a roundel is a huge part of the play.
Yeah.
Like massive.
It's an interesting choice to put all of the scoring tiles out, but that could have added a little bit more.
Yeah, but I think considering how difficult it is to achieve them,
Sure.
Yeah.
like you're not going to hit. It's not until like the latter rounds that you're going to hit multiple of them on at once.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense. Yeah, it's a very tight economy resource management game. And I will say, because of the replayability, I feel like even if you get really good at it, your scores are probably going to be like a little different, depending on how the tiles come out.
Right.
Because like if we play a game where wheat is just choked, like wheat tiles just aren't coming out, or the ones that come out are very low value, that would drastically affect everyone's scores. Because there'd be no way to raise wheat except for like this card and conversions. Oh yeah, at the end game, right? That would be the only way to get wheat up. So it's interesting. I feel like everything has different things, and then I was going to say 2-player versus 3-player. I feel like 3-player is definitely tighter. I don't have the whole world just between Steve and I.
Yeah.
A 3rd player does make it a lot more nail biting. Because I feel like if John and I were going to play 2-player, our scores would probably be around 40, 50-ish. Or if Steve and I played 2-player again, right? But with 3-player, I think it makes sense that our scores were this close.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how low they were, but I also wasn't surprised looking at our board. points.
Yep.
So
Yeah, you were just one move away from being all up there.
One, and also, well, I also tried a different strategy. The first game I played, I tried to go much more heavy into income, which is basically you get back what you put in unless you activate the tiles twice.
Sure.
So I was focusing more in that game on activating the tiles twice and then getting more money. And in this game, I was trying to get more resources early.
Yeah.
But activating is so hard because this side is so expensive.
Right.
yeah, it really is a game that forces you to focus on both sides. Almost
Well,
equally.
and waiting until the last round to do stuff was kind of doable in 2-player, but then in 3-player, it's much riskier to wait for disc activations until the end.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to be more aggressive.
I just noticed my board is very central. I built very in the middle, and then I have this one offshoot to the side, which is just monks. Like, it's only monks. So, yeah, I feel... And John's is somewhat similar, actually. John's board is very focused. Let's just do a close-up of John's board. So John's board, he's got a very focused, kind of in the middle, and then he's got, like, an offshoot built up of monks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that is an interesting thing to look at. So, yeah. In regards, have you played any of the other Kiesling
haven't.
Oh,
They're all very different.
they're all like so very
That's
different.
what I really
On the
like.
weight scale, would this be the heaviest one that you played?
No,
Really?
no, I don't think I would say that. I mean,
I don't know much about River, but
yeah, I don't
It
know.
doesn't seem particularly heavy.
No, I feel like, I mean, I guess this would be the heaviest in regards to like just weight and complexity and significance of your turns.
Yeah.
This one, it's a much more tight economy. Reworld is pretty brainy in the programming and the drafting aspect, but once you figure out the system, I feel like its difficulty decreases
Yeah,
a
sure.
lot. It's a game that definitely benefits replayers. I mean, I think
So is this one.
this
for
one
sure.
also 100% will help with replays. But the difference with Reworld is like with this one I feel as we get better at this game, we will have more interesting scores and more interesting things. I still feel like I haven't figured out the best system of doing this. That gives me the best reward. Whereas with Reworld, I feel like it only really took me a game and a half to figure out the best system to get the best reward. And so then it became a game about paying attention to my opponents. Whereas this game, I'm still so very focused on me and my board and stuff that the interactions of my opponents are a lot more like, oh, you took it! And like the person taking that is not doing it maliciously. They're just like, no, but I need it!
Yeah.
So it's a very desperate game, I still feel.
Yeah, I feel Reworld, I feel like you can kind of put the game to work for you. Like, once you play that, like, game and a half, you're like, yes, I'm going to draft these tiles, I'm going to put them in these spots, I'm going to program this way. And then it's very much just about kind of racing, get the scoring tiles. And everybody else also has their machine set up, and they're also racing. And that feels a little bit more, not nail-bitey, but kind of, all the tension is basically, you're figuring it out and then you're racing at the end. And this, it's just harder to get the game to do what you want. Like, I don't have that sense of, like, I'm making the game work for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm still, like every turn feels like a slog, whereas in Reworld, I'm like, oh, drafted the tile I need, put it where I wanted. Like,
Yeah.
boom, I got this.
yeah.
This I'm like, yeah, I feel anxiety about doing terribly the whole game, whereas Reworld, it's like, yeah, I got this.
And I did have that, like, I'm not doing well. This is going to end badly.
Yeah.
The whole until the very last, like, couple moves.
Yeah.
Well, and it's, I won't say punishing, but just the sense that, like,
But I feel
if you
like
don't-
it's Kiesling games.
yeah, if you don't cross the line with
Yeah.
all of your resources, you just don't get points.
Well, it's that delayed action, too. Like, if I get a whole bunch of water, and, like, I'm depending on water to go up, and then during the last round, I have no activations left. I'm just screwed, because
Yeah.
I invest all that money and effort to get these things that are just worthless.
Yeah. It's rough.
Which is fun. I know I like that a lot because you're on the edge. You're on the
Yeah.
edge until the end, and depending, you're like, well, I can take it now and then miss out on resources or whatever because I won't activate them.
Yep.
or I can wait and then I won't get anything. So
Mhm.
it's, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a push your luck game, but that's definitely a push your luck element of going around the rondelle. And
I think that's with the opponents. Yeah.
well, not with the opponents, but I think that's probably what I like the most about Lignum is you're kind of pushing around the board. You're going trying to go.
Anyway,
You?
sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
you do?
Sorry. Shh.
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't know that.
That was the game with the.
No, I know. I just didn't realize we took it back and they didn't.
They
keep
wouldn't.
it.
They wouldn't take it.
Oh.
Really?
I'll tell you
yeah,
later.
I got
tell you
it.
later. Anyway.
I got my way.
Uh,
But yeah, I think for this you're gauging how fast you want to go, how risky you want. What do you want to skip for the certainty of getting something? But it's just a lot of fun. That's I think the thing I like the most about Lignum, and it's very much present here.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this game compares with Lignum quite a bit in regards to the tension. The action selection is very similar to Lignum. There's like with Lignum, you're setting up like a wood building engine, and in this game you're sort of setting up a beer making engine. But the difference is in Lignum, your engine activates during the game,
Right.
and on this one it activates at the end.
Well, and you're
So-
in control of that creation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then like it's active for you.
Yeah.
So if you have the right stuff, you're gonna be fine. You go through the steps.
Yep. So yeah, I think it's interesting. I think the amount of brain in the time that it takes to play is really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
like that too.
It's like because we have a lot of games that are as kind of brainy as this, but they have like a longer span and it takes. Well, it's just I like this is
This one
That's
had a
nice.
nice clip. I was kind of just ready for it to end on the fourth round. So that was nice. That was a nice surprise.
very cool.
I think six rounds at 3 players.
Alright.
I mean, it would just be too much. We'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
Everything's filled out.
I wanted another round, but I wanted another round to do better. I just needed one. I needed the round that we had to not fail.
Sure.
I needed one more round to feel like I did good.
Yep.
On this one, I just succeeded. Like, I passed. But I didn't do very well.
And I think that's the room we get better. Like, obviously, the score tracks is taunting you and saying, hey, you can get a lot higher.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I like, where it's not just like 0 to 100 and you can just keep lapping around it. It's
Right.
like, no, you push a little higher and the multiplier goes up.
It would be an interesting strategy to push your monk all the way up, and then maybe push 2 resources up, and just forget about the rest. Because at a 1-to-1 conversion, if you
That's
go
what I
up-
was. That's what I was trying for.
Yeah.
But then I realized because of the water shortage that I had, it just wouldn't happen. Like I only had to get wheat, but I was like, oh, I've got plenty of wheat,
Yeah.
and so I can push wheat like crazy. And then I had a decision. That was the card that I cashed out. Was my
You
monk.
can't push it up if it's down here.
No, you can, but I wasn't. I didn't think it would give me enough to matter. And then I did the math and I realized I couldn't get a water tile that would help me get water up far enough where I would only have to be worrying about one resource.
Right.
So I just was like, I'm just gonna get everybody above the line now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
And
stop trying to shoot the moon.
If you just got wood and yeast to like up to, I don't know how you do this, to 15 out of 1-to-1, you have no problem just leaving these down here
Yeah,
and then getting them up to 4 or 5.
but getting your room out strap is expensive.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's monks,
Yeah.
and monks aren't
That's
necessarily
true. They're
cheap.
cheap and not very good.
Then when you activate them, you're not getting either money or resources. So.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah,
All right.
Lots to talk about, lots to think about. It's definitely
Lots
a
of
game
replay.
that's not just like, well, it's done.
Yep.
No, I want to replay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
there's
thing.
that
Like we're
degree.
both,
Yeah.
we're all sitting here, I think, going, "What would we do different?" So, on that note, thank you for tuning in and watching. It's early enough. Well, we can
Oh.
play another game.
We have mic sound again on this one. Referring to Angela.
Is it the fan?
No, I think.
No, it's the fan on the mic, and I know the mic sounds there. Yes.
Yeah.
The reason we were borrowing a very, very fancy mic was to fix the mic sound. But we have a new fancy mic coming on Thursday. Hopefully it'll arrive in time for Thursday's stream, which I don't know what we're streaming. It's just Steve and I, unless John wants to come. But because Tony's out of town. But, well, you know. You're saying that.
So probably on Wednesday this week.
Oh no, because Tony's gone already. He's already in Dallas. Yeah. Plus this week was the one we can't do. So it would be next week would be the first possible. Yeah. Which. Yeah, I mean I'm open for it. Tony probably would be open for it. My mom will be here, but she'll just knit. So and laugh at us. So yeah. Anyway, my mom. It'll be like high school. It'll be like the dream my mom had of me in high school that never happened. Where like my friends come over and we hang out, and she just like does something to occupy herself while my friends take up all the space. Mm-hmm. Never happened, but you know she can relive the dream 15 years later. Anyway. Thursday, we're going to be streaming something else from Essen. I don't know what yet. We have a very large pile. It really depends on who comes to play games, if somebody comes to play games, or if it's just Steve and I. We are trying to get through the heavier titles first. We also have a few sponsored streams that I would like to get through. Some of them are sponsored, but they're like not US releases for a while, so we can kind of wait on some of that. But yeah, I might see, we'll discuss, I'm not sure what Thursday's going to be yet. Maybe I'll let my patrons pick for Thursday. I let Twitter pick for today, patrons for Thursday. I think that's a good idea. Who knows? Maybe we'll just play Riverboat, and then we'll just be teasing. So, But, yes, we're going to play another game. I don't know if we're going to play with the internet. I'm kind of down just to not play games with the internet. Because we haven't played games with John in so long. I'd like to catch up with John and hang out. It kind of depends. If it's a game we've already streamed or other things, we won't stream it. And if it is, maybe we'll stream. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We haven't really talked about it. I'm just springing this on them right now. And I haven't even Steve and I haven't eaten dinner. There's a lot of things involved. So, we will see. But, either way, thank you for watching and hanging out with us in this stream of Heaven and Ale. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it also made the game make more sense if you were curious about the game or something like that. This will be coming out from Eggert and Spiel, or Plan B Games. So Plan B Games is owns Eggert and Spiel now.
Or Eggert Spiel.
Eggert Spiel. Sorry.
Eggert Spiel.
Eggert Spiel is owned by Plan B Games. And so this game will be actually coming to the United States and North America this will be out in distribution in Q1 or Q2 of 2013 or 2018. We're not time traveling. So this game won't be out for a little while, but you might be able to get copies from Funnigan or other things that bought Essen releases. So there is that. Okay. Otherwise, thank you for watching. If you're not watching live, thank you for watching to the end, because it means a lot when you watch to the end. And we'll see you on Thursday, and maybe in 10 minutes. I don't really know. We'll talk about it. I will let the chat know. If you just want to hang out in the chat, I will let you know. I think Steve loudly yawning was maybe a passive-aggressive no. But I'll let you know in the chat and on Twitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, just hang out in the chat, and I'll let you know when we know. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good night.
Good
night. Good night.